Are you killing your plants without even knowing it? Right now, thousands of gardeners across the country are watching their plants struggle. They water on schedule. They fertilize. They follow the instructions on the tag. But something still goes wrong. The leaves turn yellow. Growth stops. Flowers never come. And most of the time, the problem isn't the plant itself. Most gardeners fail not because of bad plants, but wrong timing and habits for their zone. Today, we're focusing on 3 specific zones where I see the same mistakes happening over and over. We're covering Zone 7B, Zone 8B, and Zone 9. If you garden in one of these zones, you need to pay attention because one of these mistakes is probably happening in your yard right now. For each zone, I'm going to show you one critical mistake, what the damage looks like, and give you a 1-sentence fix that solves it immediately. No long explanations. No complicated solutions. Just the mistake and the fix. Let's start with Zone 7B. The biggest mistake I see in Zone 7B is planting warm season vegetables too early in spring. Zone 7B gardeners get excited when the weather warms up in early spring. The sun comes out. Temperatures hit the 60s during the day. It feels like planting season. So they rush out and put tomatoes, peppers, and squash in the ground. Then 2 weeks later, a cold snap hits. Overnight temperatures drop back down into the 30s or 40s. The plants don't die immediately. They just sit there. They stop growing. The leaves take on a purple tint. The stems stay thin and weak. Some leaves develop yellow spots. The plant looks alive, but it's essentially stalled. This happens because warm season crops need consistent soil warmth to grow. When the soil temperature drops below 55 degrees, their roots can't function properly. They can't take up nutrients. They can't establish themselves. You end up with a plant that survives but never thrives. It sits in the ground for weeks, making no progress while the growing season ticks away. Here's what it looks like when you compare them side by side. The plant that went in too early has pale leaves, thin stems, and barely any new growth even after 3 weeks in the ground. The plant that went in at the right time has dark green leaves, thick stems, and visible new growth at the top. Same variety, same garden, different planting time. The fix is simple. Wait until nighttime temperatures stay consistently above 50 degrees before planting warm season crops. Now let's move to Zone 8B. The critical mistake in Zone 8B is overwatering during the cooler months. Zone 8B has mild winters compared to most of the country. It doesn't freeze hard. Plants stay green. The grass keeps growing slowly. Because everything looks alive, gardeners keep watering on the same schedule they used in summer. They run sprinklers twice a week. They hand water their containers every few days. But the plants aren't using that much water anymore. The cooler temperatures mean less evaporation. Shorter days mean less photosynthesis. The plants are basically in slow mode. All that extra water just sits in the soil. The roots stay wet, constantly wet, and that's when root rot starts. You'll notice the plant looks droopy even though the soil is wet. The leaves turn yellow from the bottom up. If you pull the plant up, the roots are brown and mushy instead of white and firm. Sometimes you'll see mushrooms or fungus growing near the base. The plant is drowning. I see this most often with ornamental shrubs and container plants. People assume that because it's not cold enough to go dormant, the plants need the same care as summer. But water needs drop dramatically even when plants stay green. Look at the difference. An overwatered shrub in Zone 8B winter has yellowing lower leaves, soggy soil that stays wet for days, and weak new growth that flops over. A properly watered shrub has firm green foliage, soil that dries slightly between waterings, and compact new growth that stands upright. Cut your watering frequency in half from October through March, and only water when the top 2 inches of soil are dry. Finally, Zone 9. The mistake-killing plants in Zone 9 is planting sun-loving species in locations that get afternoon sun during summer. Zone 9 has intense summer heat. We're talking months of temperatures above 90 degrees with strong afternoon sun. Gardeners see a plant tag that says full sun, and they plant it in the sunniest spot they have. That spot usually gets western exposure, with 6 to 8 hours of direct afternoon sun. For most of the country, that's perfect for sun-loving plants. But in Zone 9, that afternoon sun is brutal. Plants that would thrive in full sun in cooler zones get scorched here. The leaves develop brown, crispy edges. The tips turn black. Flowers fade and drop early. The whole plant looks stressed and beaten down. You'll see this with roses, hydrangeas, and even some tomatoes. They need sun to bloom and produce, but the intensity in the Zone 9 afternoon sun is too much. The damage is obvious when you know what to look for. Leaf edges turn brown and paper thin. Flowers bleach out to pale versions of their normal color. New growth comes in smaller than it should. The plant survives, but it looks terrible and produces poorly. Compare that to the same plant getting morning sun and afternoon shade. The leaves are fully green to the edges. Flowers hold their color. Growth is lush and full. The plant gets enough light to do what it needs to do without getting fried. Plant sun-loving species where they get morning sun and afternoon shade during the hottest months. Those are the 3 mistakes. 1 per zone. Each one is specific to the climate challenges of that zone. Zone 7B gardeners jump the gun on warm season planting. Zone 8B gardeners overwater when temperatures drop. Zone 9 gardeners underestimate the intensity of afternoon sun. All 3 mistakes create struggling plants that never reach their potential. If you're in one of these zones, look at your garden right now. Check for the signs I described. Yellow leaves on plants that should be green. Stunted growth when everything else is growing.
Brown edges on plants that get tons of sun.
Those are your clues. One simple change in timing, watering, or placement makes all the difference. Fixing this one mistake improves most gardens instantly.